July 23rd, 1973. July 23rd, 1973. July 23rd, 1973. That was the day I achieved contact with an extraterrestrial from Sirius.
We all live in a capital I, in the middle of the desert, in the center of the sky, and all day long we polish on the eye to keep it clean and shiny so it brightens up the sky, rubbing it here and scrubbing it there, polishing the eye so high in the air. As we work we sing a lively tune, it is great to be so happy on a busy afternoon. And when we're through with the day's only chore, we go into the eye and we close the door. Capital I, capital I, capital I, capital I.
July 23rd, 1973. That was the day I achieved contact with an extraterrestrial from Sirius, so started hallucinating like mad, depending on which way you want to look at it. I have varied between both theories over the years.
Around 1973, I became convinced for a while that I was receiving messages from outer space. But then a psychic reader told me I was actually channeling an ancient Chinese philosopher, and another psychic reader told me I was channeling a medieval Irish bard. And at that time I started reading neurology, and I decided it was just my right brain talking to my left brain. And then I went to Ireland and I found out it was actually a 6-foot-tall white rabbit. They call it the puka, and the Irish know all about it. So it depends on who I'm talking to, which of these metaphors I use to explain where these weird patterns come from that jump out of the books and take hold of the readers and change their lives. It's not me, it's a 6-foot-tall white rabbit from County Kerry.
I woke up after doing a ritual for the Holy Guardian Angel. I woke up with this vivid memory of this guy with a long white beard writing on a blackboard things about time that I was supposed to memorize. Sirius is very important to you. And I went to the town library and looked up Sirius in all the astronomy books. And I found out July 23rd is the day when Sirius seems to rise behind the sun from scenes from Egypt, the beginning of what they call the dog days. Why did I have that dream on the day connected with Sirius? What had I invoked? It influenced my way of experiencing the world.
Completely.
And there were flashes of psychic ability which I, to a degree, I never had before or since. Well, let's say I believed it passionately for a couple of months. Then I began to have doubts, and then suddenly I had this flash of insight about 2.5 years later. My God, this is the same sort of thing that's recalled by different names and different traditions. Because it's been going on all over the world for centuries. And every shaman has an ally, and I was an apprentice shaman. I had to find an ally, and I found one. Boy, did I find one.
The puka plays the same role as the holy guardian angel in Kabbalistic magic, or the extraterrestrial in the Whitley Strieber type experience, or the ghosts of dead relatives speaking through a seance in 19th century spiritualism, or Ramtha speaking through Jay-Z night. These are all different metaphors for basically the same experience.
I spent 1.5 years at least half believing that I was in telepathic communication with a higher intelligence from the Sirius double star system. As a matter of fact, I still believe that every Thursday for 2 hours in the afternoon. No, not really. I'm completely cured of that one. I'm still an optimist, though. In the age of George Bush, that's roughly equivalent to thinking you're talking to an intelligent dog. Of course, there was no confusion in 1973 about giant rabbits and extraterrestrials. That was only temporary. You might say it hasn't ended yet. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I like the giant rabbit from County Kerry because there's no chance anybody will take that literally. Anything else I say they might take literally.
How about yourself?
So that's another reason I like the giant rabbit from County Kerry. I'm not going to take him literally. Well, not too literally. Sorry about that, Harvey.
We all live in a capital I in the middle of the desert, in the center of the sky. And all day long we polish on the eye to keep it clean and shiny so it brightens up the sky. Rubbing it here and scrubbing it there, polishing the eye so high in the air. As we work, we sing a lively tune. It is great to be so happy on a busy afternoon. And when we're through with the day's only chore, we go into the eye and we close the door. In the middle of the desert, in the center of the sky. In the middle of the desert, in the center of the sky. In the middle of the desert, in the middle of the desert, in the middle of the desert.
Brooklyn is Medina, the Bronx is Pelon, Manhattan is Mecca, Queens the desert, word is born.
In the center of the sky, capital I, capital I, capital I, capital I.
When they were asked who they were, they said, "We are the Elohim," from the ancient Hebrew text. They said specifically the ancient Hebrew text, the Elohim from the ancient Hebrew text. And they said they were from the Council of Nine.
They amateurs, chumps with camera tricks. These dudes ain't sincere with this, I'm the best lyricist. Brooklyn is Medina, the Bronx is Pelon, Manhattan is Mecca, Queens the desert.
This is Sirius.
Word is born. amateurs, chumps with camera tricks. These dudes ain't sincere with this, I'm the best lyricist. Brooklyn is Medina, the Bronx is Pelon, Manhattan is Mecca, Queens the desert, word is born.